The Galactic Council chamber hummed with the soft blue glow of quantum processors, each one more advanced than anything humanity had ever dreamed of creating. Ambassador Zephyr 9 of the Altarian Collective adjusted his crystalline appendages as the newest applicant for council membership was announced. The species calls itself human, Secretary Prime Vextar announced, his voice dripping with barely concealed amusement. From a backwater planet they call Earth in the Sol system. A ripple of chittering laughter echoed through the chamber. The Kraylans clicked their mandibles in derision, while the ethereal Luxians flickered with condescending light patterns. "Let me guess," drawled Council Elder Thaxos, his 12 eyes scanning the data pad with theatrical boredom. "They've just discovered faster-than-light travel and think they're ready to join the big leagues? Actually," Vextar paused, consulting his notes, "they claim to have developed something called quantum mechanical tunneling drives, powered by what they term controlled nuclear fusion." The chamber erupted in genuine laughter this time. Apparently they're quite proud of their chemical rockets. Admiral Kexvor of the Hegemony Fleet slammed a massive fist on his council seat. "Nuclear fusion? What's next? Are they going to tell us they use combustion engines for atmospheric travel?" The chamber shook with his booming laughter. "The quaint thing is," continued Vextar, "they've requested a technological demonstration to prove their worthiness. They want to pit their finest warship against our standard patrol fleet." The laughter died down to amused murmurs. Council Elder Thaxos leaned forward, his ancient face creasing into what passed for a smile among his species. "Well, this should be entertaining. At the very least, it will serve as a reminder to other primitive species about where they stand in the cosmic hierarchy." 3 cycles later, the demonstration zone in the neutral quadrant buzzed with activity. Every major species had sent observers, treating the event like a cosmic carnival. The betting pools had already declared it the most one-sided match in galactic history. The Council's demonstration fleet was impressive even by their standards. 12 hegemony dreadnoughts with plasma lance arrays, 6 Altarian quantum phase destroyers, and 3 Luxian energy void cruisers. Their combined firepower could sterilize a small moon. Then humanity's representative arrived. The ship that emerged from their primitive FTL tunnel was unremarkable. A simple gray hull, roughly cylindrical, with none of the elegant curves or energy signatures that marked advanced vessels. It looked, as one observer noted, like a metal stick with engines attached. Captain Sarah Chen stood on the bridge of the UES Defiance, watching the massive alien fleet arrange itself in attack formation. Her crew of 43 humans worked at stations that would have looked ancient to their opponents. Physical switches, LED displays, and actual keyboards. "Ma'am," called Lieutenant Rodriguez from the weapons station. "They're charging their primary arrays. Energy signatures are off the charts." "Acknowledged," Chen replied calmly. "Engineering, how are our systems?" Chief Engineer Patel's voice crackled over the comm. "Fusion reactor at optimal efficiency, Captain. All quantum tunneling generators are green. The new adaptive armor plating is ready for field testing. The alien fleet opened fire simultaneously. Brilliant streams of plasma, quantum disruptors, and void energy beams converged on the small human vessel. The observers expected to see it vaporized instantly. Instead, something impossible happened. The human ship's hull began to shift and flow like liquid metal. The energy beams struck and were absorbed, converted, and channeled through a network of crystalline conduits that hadn't been visible moments before. The ship's hull actually grew brighter as it absorbed the punishment. What, in the name of the void? Admiral Kexavor stared at his readouts in disbelief. Their hull is adapting to our weapons. Captain Chen smiled grimly. All stations prepare for response. Navigation, bring us about. Weapons, target their command ships. The Defiance moved with startling agility for its size, not through advanced gravitic manipulation like the alien ships, but through perfectly calculated thrust vectors and momentum transfers. It danced between the massive alien vessels like a fighter among bombers. Firing main guns, Rodriguez announced. What emerged from the human ship wasn't energy beams or exotic particles. Instead, solid projectiles launched at near-light speed using electromagnetic acceleration struck the alien vessels. But these weren't simple kinetic rounds. They were adaptive penetrators that shifted their molecular structure upon impact, boring through energy shields and armor plating like they were paper. The first hegemony dreadnought lost main power. Then another. The Altarian destroyers found their quantum phase generators overloading as the human projectiles somehow maintained coherence through dimensional shifts. How are they doing this? Secretary Prime Vextar demanded from his observation ship. Their technology should be millennia behind ours. The answer came from an unexpected source. Dr. Elena Vasquez, the human science attaché, had been monitoring the alien communications. She opened a channel to the entire observation fleet. Honorable beings of the Galactic Council. Her voice was calm, but carried an unmistakable edge of pride. You've made an error that many civilizations make when they achieve technological superiority. You've forgotten the fundamental principles that got you there. The human ship continued its devastating assault, systematically dismantling the alien fleet with surgical precision. You see, Dr. Vasquez continued, while you were perfecting energy-based weapons and exotic matter manipulation, we took a different path. We perfected the basics. Our material science isn't just advanced, it's adaptive. Our nuclear fusion isn't just controlled, it's optimized beyond anything you thought possible with primitive technology. A Luxian cruiser's energy void generator imploded as a human projectile destabilized its containment field. Every human ship carries the accumulated knowledge of our entire species' industrial evolution. We didn't abandon steel when we discovered energy weapons. We made steel that could become anything. We didn't discard projectile weapons when we learned about particle beams. We made projectiles that could adapt to any defense. The demonstration was over. 12 of the Council's finest ships drifted powerless, their crews unharmed but thoroughly defeated. The UES Defiance hung motionless among them, its hull already reverting to its original configuration. In the Council chamber, the silence was deafening. Finally, Council Elder Thaxos spoke, his voice heavy with newfound respect. Ambassador Chen, was it? On behalf of the Galactic Council, we formally invite humanity to join our ranks. It seems we have much to learn from your perspective on technological development. Captain Chen's voice came through the comm system, carrying the satisfaction of vindicated pride. We accept your invitation, Council Elder, but let this be a lesson to all present. Never underestimate a species that built starships with slide rules and reached the stars with controlled explosions. We humans have a saying. It's not about having the most advanced technology, it's about making any technology work beyond its theoretical limits. As the human ship prepared to dock with the Council station, observers throughout the galaxy, realized that the balance of power had just shifted. Humanity hadn't just joined the Galactic Council, they had redefined what it meant to be technologically superior. The age of human ingenuity among the stars had begun.